What's up? Good morning, guys. How is everybody? This is Gina Ifoe, the one and only African superstar, back at it again with another live stream. I wanted to go live yesterday, but obviously I could not. I shot my third music video, Come Chill With Me, yesterday. Big shout outs to my team, ONAP Studios, my veteran videographer, my veteran makeup artist, Great MUA, and our modeling team, my video vixen, Mr. King, and his bodyguard, Mr. Michael. So yesterday we made magic in Prim Prim. We shot at a luxury villa out there, and there's actually a members only video preview of the behind the scenes of that. So that will be getting released to the rest of the channel later on today. But right now it's available for members only. So if you're members only, please head to the community tab and enjoy your preview of that video. Today I want to talk about achieving your goals will be difficult, because I think that a lot of people modern day are very immature, and they don't have resilience, and they don't have a realistic view of what it's all about. You see people perhaps like me, you see other people that um, are extremely ambitious, and we make things look easy and we make things look like it's seamless. And because maybe we don't talk about all the difficulties behind the scenes, or we kind of just keep the ball rolling when things come, people get the impression that we live a charmed life and we don't have difficulty. So I want to talk about this. I want to talk about achieving your dreams will be extremely difficult. I realize that the more you drive it to dreams, the more potentially you will be disappointed, you know, because you're putting things into place to operate a certain way. You're having expectations. You are, maybe investing in certain things, and you anticipate them to go one way and they don't always go. Yesterday is a prime example. I'm not going to get into too much details because I have the behind the scenes, so you'll be able to see a little bit of what is going on. But as I reflect on yesterday, I'm so proud of myself, because I brought up this music dream from nowhere. You know, I brought up this music dream from nowhere. And I remember actually when I put out my first music video, there was someone here on the channel that left a comment like, oh, African Superstar, are you serious? Are you, do you think that you're a musician? Do you think that you can, do this and handle this? And it's really interesting when you decide, hey, I'm going to roll the dice and I'm going to do something that I feel that I'm capable of doing. And a lot of times people that may not be extremely overly talented or skilled in whatever it is that they are wanting to do, because of their drive, they're often able to push through and achieve their dreams, because other people that it may be effortless for, they kind of take that for granted, and they lack the follow through and consistency. Realizing your dreams is going to be difficult. If your dream is the continent, it's going to be difficult. Hello. If your dream is communicating with our people globally at large, it's going to be difficult. If you're trying to do things in an orderly fashion, if you're trying to be strategic about certain things, it's going to be difficult. Okay? The fact that it's difficult should not deter you, especially if you love it, especially if it's what you believe in. I went through a lot yesterday on my music video shoot. A lot. But I didn't cry. I didn't say, okay, well, let's reschedule everything. I just kind of rolled with it. Maybe it comes from like me going to performing arts high school. Big shout outs to the high school I graduated from in Columbus, Ohio, Fort Hayes Arts and Academic Performing Arts High School. Okay. One of the top things that you learn when you are in the performing arts is that the show must go on. So if you are doing like, like a monologue and you forget your lines or something, you don't stop in the middle of the performance and say, oh my God, I forgot my lines. I don't know what I'm going to do. You have to improvise. You have to keep the show going. A lot of times people that are watching you, they don't know. They don't know what you had intended. They don't know what you had planned. They don't know how it was envisioned in your mind for it to go. Okay, what they know is what you present. If you mess up and you make a big attention to it, everybody's going to know that you messed up. But if you just keep going, they don't really know. So I think that that fact is really ingrained in me, because it's like I'm going forward regardless. I got 101 reasons to quit, to have quit, to stop now. Number one. Big shout out to African Superstar family. If you're here, guys, like the stream. What's up? Are you in the chat room? Say hello if you are there. Gosh, my glasses are so dirty. I got 101 reasons to give up. Number one, I don't have enough money. I don't have enough money, guys. I don't have enough money to do all the stuff I want to do. Okay? Big shout outs to the family. If you're here, make sure you give me a like and say hello. So I think probably you guys too, you have your various reasons why, you could sit back and say, you don't know how it's going to work out. When I first looked at, for instance, this option of going to the continent, okay, I didn't know how to even start. Because when I first visited here, Ghana, I realized that, okay, it's connection. Okay. You need to know people. You need to have a network. So, and I'm sitting there thinking like, okay, I live in Ohio. At the time when I first visited Ghana, I was still living in the US. I was like, I live in Ohio. Okay, I'm not from Ghana. I don't speak the language. Okay, how am I going to create these networks? And I utilized the tools that I had. What I had was social media. So I was like, okay, let me go ahead and, try to bridge the gap between me and Ghana using social media. I have done it. I tell people all the time that connecting with the African communities, various African communities, is going to be very beneficial for you. Big shout outs to Black Beauty. And that's what I did, and that's how I created my life here on the continent. I started utilizing people in my environment back in Ohio. The Ghanaian community is interconnected. People in Ohio have family in the UK. They have family here in Ghana, and it's real linked up. So they can just say, hey, my cousin, blah, blah, blah. And that's exactly what I've experienced from the Ghanaian community. Friends of mine linking me with other friends of theirs, my social media posting here, there, everywhere. I need this, I need that. I mean, I did it just like 2 weeks ago when I went to Takoradi. I said, does anybody in Takoradi? They sent me a message. I have some questions about the hotels over there. You see what I'm saying? So look, the moral of the story is that going after your goals is going to be difficult. That should not be a deterrent. Okay? The goal might look impossible. Like when you sit down and you're like, how am I going to do this? I'm looking at my music project and I'm like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to raise the money for these videos? How am I going to record? But I'm constantly in motion, and I'm not deterred by the difficulties. When the difficulties come, I do what? SMP, the mission statement of our platform: strategy, maturity, and patience. That's what I do. When I'm confronted with the difficult situations, I'm like, strategy, maturity, and patience. Yesterday, I was really getting frustrated. I was really, really, really getting frustrated. The video that I shot yesterday has been the most expensive video that I have shot to date. Namely because with every video, we're adding more and more stuff. My first video, Ghana Roll Call, was shot entirely in a studio setting. Okay. So that was probably the most simple kind of video that I have done. All right. Because we were in one location, it was just me, my videographer, and my makeup artist. Okay. Very straightforward. Second music video, we had 3 different locations and we had a drone. Okay. So we, had to do a lot of transportation and all of that. Okay. Plus, my makeup artist was not able to stay on the set the entire video shoot for Ghana is good for me. Okay. And now this last video, okay, we rented a luxury house and I also had a video vixen from the modeling agency. So, every time I'm doing videos, I'm including more and more things, and that's causing things to go up. But the bottom line is, look, I want to put 100% into what I'm doing. It's important that you do that, guys. It's important that you put 100% towards your goals. Real talk. And a lot of people are inspired by you and you don't even know it, maybe. I'm fortunate enough because I'm here on social media. I get a lot of feedback from my viewers and stuff like that. And they let me know how relevant my message is and how I'm motivating them and all that. You may not know that, but by achieving your goals, you absolutely are a role model to someone in your life. Trust me. It can be a family member. It could be your kids, or if you're here on social media, it could be someone you don't know. They're watching your journey. They're inspired by how you overcome the challenges, because challenges are a part of every journey. Nobody sets out for the journey and gets there smooth. Every now and then things go exactly how you plan them, or at least like 90% the way you plan them. And it's great. For instance, last summer I traveled to the UK and I stayed for 3 months and I had a goal in mind and everything went according to plan. I didn't have any setbacks. Now, the last time I went to the UK back in April, nothing went the way it was supposed to go. You know what I mean? So that's just a roll of the dice. But achieving your goals is going to be difficult and you need to anticipate it, guys. That's my motivational message for today. I just want you to be mature about this. I think if we have more realistic expectations of what life is and how to achieve things in life, then we will be prepared, because if you think that this world is a fairy tale, then every time something pops up and it's not, it's not smooth, it's not perfect, you get discouraged. And that's what we see so much from our peers. We see our peers giving up. Oh, I lost my job. Give up. Oh, I got a divorce. Give up. Oh, I gained weight. Give up. Oh, I was lied to, betrayed, etc., etc. Give up. No. No. And let me actually tell you that when you choose to overcome the barriers that are put right there in front of you, like, matter of fact, let's say somebody tried to play you. Let's say somebody tried to betray you. Okay? Become an obstacle of progress. And this person is in your environment. Trust me, the adequate way to get them back is to become successful despite the setback that they gave you. The person that gave you a heartbreak, the most adequate response to that is to heal yourself, move on, and begin a new, happy, healthy relationship with someone else. This is how you do it. When people tell you no, you keep driving, you find a way around it and achieve your goal. That is the adequate response. Big shots to Click Clap. What's up, family? If you hear, I know it's a little early for y'all out there in America, but if you are here, make your presence be known, family, because I think this is an important message. I'm definitely a testament. I have so many setbacks going on. Things happening in my personal life all the time that I don't even talk about on the channel. And it's just like, whatever. I don't care. Okay. The goal is life here in Ghana. That's it. The path is up to my interpretation. Because what I'm doing is a marathon. I was once asked by, someone I was previously dating. He said to me, well, Gina, what are you going to achieve with the music? Like, what's your game plan with the music? And I'm like, well, I don't know. Because my game plan right now is to get the music that I have currently composed out. And that's it. And he said to me, well, Gina, music is forever. So once you put your music out there, you're eternal. And I never really thought about it, but it's true. That is what, in essence, what we are fighting for. Big shout outs, Lady Visionary. I know, baby. I know. Lady Visionary is really trying to do some prolific stuff in Rwanda. And because of that, she's going to go through prolific setbacks. You see, that's what you got to know. The more you are doing, the bigger personality that you have, the more powerful you are, the bigger the problems. You know why? Because what you're driving at is huge. Okay, what you're trying to achieve is huge. So that means the level of trouble is going to be different. Okay, now if I go outside today and I go talk to the plantain seller about some of the setbacks that they had today, it's going to be a lot different probably than the setbacks that I'm having. Shout outs to all my international travelers out there. Okay, traveling post-COVID times is so stressful. You never know what you're going to face at the airport. Stuff constantly keeps changing. A lot of additional expenses involved. Someone who doesn't travel can't relate to the things that you're talking about because what you're trying to do is different. You see, and that's why I'm just trying to adequately prepare my audience. I know, for instance, Lady Visionary is here. She's doing a water project down in Rwanda. She's trying to bring clean water to the villages out there. Okay. She's trying to set up a hotel. She's venturing into farming. A lot of people are not doing the things that she's doing. They're not going to encounter the challenges that she's going through. But I just want y'all to know, the more prolific you are and the bigger things you're trying to do, the bigger things you're going to incur, period. That's how it goes. Okay. I am turning into a music star. And obviously we know that the bigger you get or the more famous you get. I mean, Biggie told us. Okay. Do you guys remember what Biggie said about more money? Hello. First trivia question. If you know what Biggie said more money, fill in the blank. Who knows it? I hope you guys are alive in the chat room. Hello, anybody alive? Biggie said more money, more problems. It's just the truth. More money, more problems. Okay? The bigger you get, the more you are doing. Okay? It gets intense. It should not stop you. Thank you. Click clack understands. More money, more problems. That's it. If you just want to live a mediocre life, you don't want to put your imprint down, you don't want to do anything, then, at the end of the day, the truth is, guys, the world we live in is wrought with problems. Okay? So you're going to experience problems on the low end and you're going to experience problems on the high end. You determine which level you're going to go to. Okay, but it also coincides with who you want to be as an individual. If you don't really want to amount to much and you just want to live the everyday life and stuff like that, then you're going to deal with minimal problems, or average problems, simple problems. But if you want to do something, and I know a lot of people that are coming to the continent, they want to do something. Okay, they see the problems here. They see the problems with our people. They want to change some things. They want to put their footprint on the continent. Anticipate the problems, guys. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. And you might not even get the fruit of your labor in your lifetime. But, if your goal is your goal, then it doesn't really matter. Big shout out to Dream the Star. Drina Starr, she's doing things in London. She's pulling together, a Black girl emotional support group. You know, she's going to encounter some problems that are different than what Lady Visionary is dealing with. That's different than what I'm dealing with on her own level relative to her own situation. Now, she could say, you know what, I just don't want to deal with this. I'm no longer going to do the group. It's getting too much. Or she's going to say, you know what, I'm going to just deal with it is how it is, because I want to, I want this thing to take off and I want this to be successful. Drina Starr said, London looking like Ghana. You wish, boo. I know it might be a little hot for y'all, but so anyway, big shout outs to the African Superstar family. Guys, I just needed to send this message out to you today. I'm sitting back feeling quite accomplished following my video shoot from yesterday. I'm really just like proud. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself embarking on a music career independently. I'm putting out more music than huge music stars right now. Okay. It is now May and I have recorded 5 tracks. And since October, I have shot 3 music videos. When's the last time that Beyonce put out new music? How long has it been? What about Janet Jackson? Drake, Kanye. You know what I mean? I'm constantly driving at the goal and it's paying off. And therefore, I feel really good because I am achieving my goal. But it's not with, I'm having difficulties. Don't get me wrong. 101. First problem, money. Every time I want to do something, it's money. Big shout out to Drina Starr. She was listening to Ghana is Good to Me. Ghana is Good for Me yesterday. Strong African Pride. That's one of the lyrics of Ghana is Good for Me. Big shout out to Drina Starr. I appreciate you, sweetheart. Thank you so much for showing love. I appreciate the music lovers. I really do, because I'm taking a lot of effort to create these songs for you. I'm not just making music, casually. I take time to think about it, compose the lyrics. My lyrics are full of meaning. I want music because that's the kind of music I enjoy. I enjoy music that has a message. I enjoy music that is creative. I enjoy music from people that are talented and are not just going with the trends and stuff like that. So that's the kind of music that I'm, preparing. I like music that can be enjoyed by the family. I don't want y'all to be like, oh, I just got this new African Superstar track and I got to send my kids out the room. I got to send my mom out the room. I don't want to be that kind of artist. So big shout outs to those of you that are supporting the African Superstar Music Project by downloading the tracks, sharing the tracks, commenting on the videos, all of that. Coming to my performances. If you're here in Ghana, I'll soon be on the international stage. I'm just speaking into existence. I'll soon be performing in New York City and in London and in Atlanta and in Paris. You know what I'm saying? South Africa. I'll soon be in Nigeria. Omo Niger. With Naira Marley and Davido. Hello. So yes, guys, achieving your dreams is difficult, but it should not be a deterrent. The bigger your dream is, the bigger the problems. The more you need to exercise SMP. But whatever you face, don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Come back strong. Let the people, people say you shouldn't worry about your haters, but I talk about it. My haters are phenomenal. They get me up in the morning sometimes. Be because I be thinking to myself like, you will never, you will never have the last laugh on me. You will never play me and think that you got away with it. You will never ignore me, okay? Because I'm here and I'm visible and I'm present, and you can't stop this show. That's what I think, you know. And I want people to regret. I want them to regret how they handled me. But they won't do that if you're insignificant. So you need to make sure you're significant. You need to make sure you're successful. You need to make sure that you're progressive. You need to make sure that you're resilient. You know, when people try to stop you, when they maliciously take action against you, don't ignore what they have done. But use that as your springboard. Use it as your springboard, guys. That's what I do. You know, that's why people are like, yo, Gina, you are I am. Because I have had a lot of setbacks, and I've had people maliciously, you know, I'm too smart to not see it for what it is. So when you take action against me that was uncalled for, because I'm not malicious. I don't go around doing certain things to certain people. So you don't have any reason to do it to me. But when I recognize that you have taken a malicious action against me, guess what? I'm going to go ahead and take this SMP action against you. And one more thing before I close out. Big shout out Nana Dreams. I see you there. If you're in the chat room, make sure you leave a comment so I can greet you. And you can like the stream, support the stream. And also for members only, you have a special preview of the behind the scenes of Come Chill With Me. It will be getting opened up to the rest of the channel later on today. But right now, you got your preview. So please go to the community tab and go view that video. Okay. So, you know, at the end of the day, make it count, guys. Make it count. You know, you have to find the motivation within yourself to drive at the things that are important to you. You know, don't let any instance or circumstance stop you. You know, that drive inside of you is going to be what uplifts you, what heals you at times, you know, what propels you, what motivates you. You know, and I'm telling you, when you take a moment out, you know, those of us that are leaders and really ambitious, sometimes we don't even really take the moment out to look back and see how far we've come. You should do that at times, because when you actually look back and see the ground that you've covered, that's when you will get excited. That's when you will be really proud of your progress. I remember having a conversation. Now, Lady Visionary, she's a personal friend of mine. Okay. She's a personal friend of mine. We haven't actually chatted on the phone in a minute, Lady Visionary. We need to catch up. But I remember back in 2020, when both of us were planning our migration, you know, and we used to talk on the phone very often, and we used to just really encourage each other, you know, about the journey. And we were going through a lot of stuff. You know, I know Lady Visionary was trying to ship her car to Rwanda, and, you know, trying to handle her investment property. And she's got 2 little kids, you know, two boys. My nephews are adorable. and a husband. And, you know, we were going through, you know, it was locked down. We didn't know when the borders were going to open. We didn't know what was going to happen. But you see, that has now been 2 years ago. Okay. First lockdown hit the UK March of 2020. It's been 2 years ago. Now, Lady Visionary and I are living on the continent. Okay. And we're dealing with other challenges, but the challenges that we bonded over and, you know, were really strengthening each other, we've overcome those things. You know, at that time, the main goal for us in May of 2020 was migrating to the continent. That was our main thing. Since then, Lady Visionaries lost her mother. She had to travel and take care of that. You know, her husband has to go back and forth at times. She's had situations happening in Rwanda. You know, a lot of things since I moved. You know, my YouTube platform went down, and I went through a couple relationships. You know, some other things. You know, but if you look at it like that, you know, if you look back sometimes, you realize how much ground you've actually covered. You realize what you've been able to do since those potential setbacks, because why? Because you never gave up. Both of us could have been like, oh my God, these lockdowns. We could have focused on the lockdowns and just let that be that. Okay. I have a personal friend that when the lockdowns was happening, this person was telling me how, you know, they wanted to leave, you know, the UK. They wanted to go back to the continent, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Now, during the lockdowns, like I said, I wasn't the only one. Lady Visionary, Sister Ya, my girlfriend Tawo, you know, a lot of people that when the borders open, we bounced. Okay. We were able to do that because we were actually utilizing that lockdown time to prepare ourselves. We said, you know what, when the borders open, we're going. Okay. We're going. We're getting ready. You know, I remember I was shipping, you know, shipping my things to Ghana. I was getting the barrels prepared. You know, I had kind of explained to the landlord, hey, I am just basically waiting for the borders to open and I'll be moving to Ghana. You know, so I kind of had like a bespoke kind of lease thing, you know, where I was like, I don't know. I moved in there and I said, I don't know how long I'm going to be here, because when the borders open, I'm out. And we don't know when the border is going to open. You know, I was doing all of that at the time. It was such an uncertain time. But I'm so grateful that I never quit. I never stopped. I never stopped. You know, when I came to the continent, the relationship I was in didn't work out. I was dating Joseph Mayer. I never stopped. Got with Fifi. He moved to the UK. I never stopped. Shut down my platform. I never stopped. You know, ups and downs in the UK, you know, trying to find the money to do this project. I never stopped. I never quit. And that's why today I can sit back and look back at the journey, you know, and even if I want to go further back, like all the way back, like if I want to go back to before I even left the US, my God, what I have achieved. Big Shaw's Divine Beautiful Black. Thank you so much, baby, for that super chat. You know, some of you are easily distracted because I don't know why. It might be the world that we live in today that people can't really concentrate. All right. But I really encourage you to focus on whatever it is that you want. And I mean, just turn off the distractions, just turn them off. Okay. I don't care what it is. If it's not, I'll say if you have small children and your children need your attention, let that be the only thing that you pay attention to apart from your goals. I'm sorry. You know, if it's another adult that's like draining your energy, you know, or if it's like your job, I just encourage you to cut it off and shut it out and put all your energy on that goal. If you do that, okay, if you do that, if you say, I don't care what is going on, you will get to your goal. I promise you. I absolutely promise you. I promise you that. I promise you. That is how I'm getting ahead. Because I have situations that are in my realm that if I actually just delved into them, I wouldn't be able to concentrate on what I'm trying to do. But my goals are like, regardless. Because my big goal at this point is to build my mansion with the pool. Hello. And I already told you guys, out of my 101 problems that I have in the world, number one is not enough capital. Okay. I barely have enough capital to do these music videos, much less build a mansion with a pool. So my mindset is on, okay, how can I create the capital to do this? Okay. So basically, in other words, I don't really have time to entertain whatever else is going on, because I'm like, I need to put all my energy on this problem, okay, that I want to solve. And because I have a really good track record of solving problems, and the reason I do is because I'm doing exactly what I'm telling you guys to do. I'm telling you, is that I'm giving you the blueprint. I just tune it out. You know, you can be sympathetic to people's problems. You can be like, man, that's messed up. You can talk to them on the phone if they need somebody to talk to. If they need, you know, somebody to spend time with them, you can do that. But there has to be the line where you're like, okay, you know what? I feel it. You know, I feel it. People want to be chilling with me and stuff. And I told them I got a video music shoot. You know, I got one of my really good friends, Kofi, my bestie from university. He's in town. He's in Ghana. He wanted to meet up. I said, look, I'm not free until Thursday because I got my video music shoot and I need to be prepared. I need to get myself ready for it. Okay. You can be there for your friends. You can be present for your friends or family or whatever it is, but you got to draw the line when it comes to your personal aspirations. Okay. Because that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, I'm trying to find my way here in Ghana. You know, nobody is going to take care of me. Nobody's going to build my mega mansion for me. I'm not slave queen. Hello. I'm not also a shawo. Okay. I'm not tricking for money. So basically, I need to find a way to get the capital to build the crib. So I figured, oh, yeah, if I turn a music star and get a viral song, you know, I can raise, you know, easy 200,000. I don't need a lot. I'm not that greedy. Okay. Plus, a little bit goes a longer way here on the continent than in the West. So I don't need, you know, $1 million house. No, like a cool 200,000 will build me a luxury house with a pool, and I can be there and I can be happy with that. You know, give me one of these little vixens, you know what I'm saying? Put them in the house with me. Bam. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. And the reality is, because I'm actually driving at the goal and I'm actually covering ground, I'm getting closer and closer to achieving that. But guess what? If I weren't doing anything, I will be zero closer to achieving that. So that's the message today, guys. This is a really good idea that Divine, Beautiful, and Black came up with. She says, set up a storage spot. So many of us want to ship our stuff before stuff gets even worse. Really great idea. Those of you that are here on the continent, you have maybe lands that you're not doing anything with. You could put up a storage unit, you know, and people that are moving here, you know, can send their goods and then, you know, maybe pay a monthly fee, or maybe you take like 6 months in advance or something like that. That's a really good idea. I don't have lands, Divine, Beautiful, and Black. Okay. I'm trying to come up with money for my music videos, boo. I don't got it. But if I had it though, that's a really good, yeah. If I had lands, you could just put up like a little, you know, concrete structure, you know, put some little segments. Look, I appreciate what she's saying though. Do y'all see that on the screen? She says, and we can trust you. Hallelujah. You can't trust a lot of these clowns. I can't trust a lot of these clowns. But y'all can trust me though. Y'all can trust me. But if I have some money, I mean, I don't know. If I need to set up a GoFundMe, I don't know. You know, it's a really, really good idea. And this is an idea that can be duplicated all over the continent. Okay. Not just here in Ghana, but wherever, because this isn't the only place. Another hot spot probably be like Tanzania. A lot of expats are going out to Tanzania. A lot of people that are migrating have to do it gradually. You know, so it would be wonderful if they knew someone that they could trust. Now, look, everybody ain't the African superstar. I know. But if there was somebody, you know, like Out there in Tanzania, there's T3andMe. I trust them. Okay, T3andMe is other YouTubers that are out in Tanzania. It's a family of 4 now. They just had their second little baby. If they did that on Tanzania, that would be the bomb. Matter of fact, I might send it over to them. That's a good idea. You got RJ Makti in Senegal. You got several people in Gambia. And this will be a really good idea. And then the diasporan that sets it up will also be getting income on the continent, from holding people's goods. And if you don't want to get caught up like with stuff you don't know, when they're going to come pick it up, then just charge in 6 months increments. Maybe you charge them, $100, $200 a month or something, and you tell them, you gotta pick the package, take a deposit, that way they can get their deposit when they pick up their stuff, or if they don't pick up their stuff, then you can recoup some of your, costs and stuff like that. You can tell them, hey, if you lapse on your payments or don't collect your stuff, then we do an auction every 6 months. And hello, it's a really good idea. So big shout out to Divine, Beautiful, and Black. So maybe some of you guys that are listening to the playback, that might be something that you can actually get popping. I'm not in position. Okay. If I were, it's a great idea. And I mean, actually, like I said, if you have lands here, this would be really good for some of you migrants that are out in the West. And you're like, well, what kind of business am I going to do? Because, a lot of the migrants are just so dramatic about moving back home. I just don't get it. I really don't get it. Because I'm like, you speak the language, you have family lands, you have a lot of assets that even the diasporans that are moving don't have, and you're not utilizing it. But this will be a great business because you have lands here. They're sitting there doing nothing. And you could put up a little concrete structure, okay? And do this business. And then you can create an income here on the continent in dollars and pounds and euros, whatever. So we got to give big shout outs to Divine, Beautiful, and Black for producing that idea today. Much love to you. Much love to you. For those of you that are in the UK, more specifically London, or if you want to travel to London, Jarena Star is offering Black female emotional support group events. Okay. And you can look up her events on Eventbrite under Highgate Black Women. Okay. So I believe they meet. How often do you meet Jarena Star? Is it once or twice a month? Or is it every 3 weeks? I can't remember the frequency. She meets pretty frequently, and you can go purchase tickets on Eventbrite, and you can actually go and fraternize with other Black women. And it's a Black women only space. Hello. No non-Blacks. Sorry. They can be everywhere else, but they don't need to be in our spaces. I just got to keep it 100. That's what I love about what Jarena Star is doing. Okay, so her group meets once a week. Hello. So if you are a Black female out there in the UK and you want to meet and create relationships and just have a safe space with other Black women, look up Jarena Star's events. Again, that's on Eventbrite, Highgate Black Women. Jarena Star, I appreciate a love offering for that shout out. Y'all know I'm working on my music project. Also, I want to let you guys know if you have questions about Ghana, because I get people that's like, I want to talk to you about Ghana. I'm now offering consultations. Okay. So my fee is very simple. I'm just going to publish it here so there's just no confusion. It's $100 an hour. Okay. We can either do an audio call or we can do like a Zoom or something like that. If you have questions, you can prepare your questions or, whatnot. Or if you just kind of want to have a conversation with me, that is my consultation fee. You can email me at africansuperstar@gmail.com. Okay. And we can set up a time and date that works for you on your time zone or whatever. I previously strayed away from this, but I realized that people do need to, get some insight, and I'm here on the ground. And obviously that can also be another stream of income that I can put towards the music project. Cause that's what, that's what I'm all about. My living expenses are covered here in Ghana. I will sometimes go to the UK to work and stuff. I don't expect people to take care of me here, but I do want to do my music project. And I do think that's something that my audience can assist with. So I'm always trying to find new ways to generate income. Obviously, I have the AfrikanSuperstar.com. You can purchase merch and get something for your money. You know, those kind of things. You can buy the music. I'm trying to get this house. I'm trying to do what I can. So yes, that's my consultation fee. For those of you that are interested, send me an email, afrikansuperstar@gmail.com. Put consultation in the subject line. That way I won't overlook it and things like that. And we can get you booked in and whatnot. I think if I do a few of those a week, that would be really good money, and I can put it towards a project, and I can, because the next video is the next video I'm working on is Heartbreak Wednesday. But the one that I'm really excited about is my collab track with Tarzan. That one's not out yet, guys. That's UK to Ghana. That's what I came to London to record. We going all out for that video. We going all out. So, I'm trying to figure out the budgets and stuff for these projects and whatnot. So anyway, guys, I've talked long enough. I want to just say big shout outs to the family. Thank you so much. Big shout outs to Divine, Beautiful, and Black. She's our super chat donor today. And she also put that wonderful idea in the chat room. I would love to see some of you guys that are on the continent pick it up, or even some of you guys that are planning here. You don't really know what to do. Some of you guys have already bought lands and you haven't made it to the continent. That's something perhaps you can do. Set up a storage unit for diasporans locating to the continent so that they can ship their stuff and you can get an income, and it's a good business as long as you're trusted. All right. Now, do the right thing by our brothers and sisters. Don't be dodgy. We got so many of them kind of individuals. Okay. Which makes the transition so much more hard. Okay. More difficult when you are dealing with your peers that understand the struggle and then are hustling and scamming. Just be a trustworthy individual, or don't do anything at all, because we are out here trying to do something, All right, family. So big shout outs to the Afrikan Superstar family. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Also, like I said, members only. Go check out your preview at the behind the scenes for the rest of the channel. It will be available a little bit later. If you want to join our members only so you can get access to the music videos, you get priority, you get behind the scenes of what's going on in my personal life. You get members only previews and things like that of behind the scenes and whatnot. And sometimes special pictures and whatnot on community tab. Just click that join button, or you can click the link that's in the box below. All right. I'm going to the gym now. So until we meet again, stay black and true. If you ain't black, just stay true.